I've often been asked why I do these videos, and the fact of the matter is, for me, it's about empowerment. The message I try to give to fellow parishioners at church, to the children that I have mentored and counsel, and to my peers, people I respect, look up to, and have a certain amount of admiration for, is that we aren't weak people, that we are empowered, that we have a strength that is endowed in us from our Creator, and that even if you don't have a commitment to God talk, to any sort of spirituality, that doesn't negate what is inherently inside of you. Now, that's my belief. I believe that we're all born powerful. I believe that we have the ability to do things, to put our mind to goals and accomplish them. I believe that we're stronger than we believe we are at sometimes. I believe that when there's nothing left, that's where the divine power of God gets involved and intervenes in our lives. So the whole point of doing the videos is, to send a message to people, to whether it's something topical from the news or whether it's something I've written a long time ago that really is important to me, is just to get a message out to people that we aren't weak and that, you too are strong. And this world that we live in, we are born into a world that has circumstances that are outside of our control, but we do have the control over the way we interpret those circumstances and the way we act against them, the message that we give and the message that we send to other people. So that's the whole purpose of these videos. The study of philosophy for me has been something that has empowered me, that has helped me identify the flaws in myself. It's been something that has caused me, great joy, but also great despair. The argumentative nature, and when I say argumentative, I don't mean in the sense that you're always looking to, have conflict with someone, but setting up a linear progression of thought in a way that allows you to come to the best conclusions, to ultimately live the best possible life for yourself. So these videos, they might seem narcissistic to some, and I understand that, but it's not about that. And it's about putting together a canon. One day, I'll be dead and gone, and these thoughts and these memories will be all that I have left. So that's what I want to leave behind. The call for justice and what justice is. That's one of the things with the debate between science and philosophy, or religion, theology versus science, or whatever. I understand that there are certain tools that are better for certain jobs than others, and science has the ability to adduce evidence that gives us great things. We have electricity. Everybody loves turning on a switch and seeing light, and I don't disagree with that one bit. I am very much a pragmatic person when it comes to the evidence that science has adduced and the claims that science has made, the theorems and the theories. I very much support those, but I also understand and recognize that there are things that science cannot answer. And when science cannot answer something, sometimes the tendency inside science and inside the scientific circles is that, well, if we can't answer it, it must not be important, or if we can't answer it, well, it's something that's immaterial, that doesn't have a material basis in the world, and it's superstition or hooey for religious folks. And I just don't believe in that. I mean, whether it's a religious feeling about the existence of God, or whether it's just, defining the ultimate nature of truth or justice or love or value. I mean, there are certain things that you can't just do experiments on and get the answers to. So philosophy and theology, so to speak, for me, is the wrestling with the text and finding a way to define yourself inside the context of this life that we live, and to find a way to live the best possible life. So for me, that's what this quest is about, and that's what these videos are about. I've written several things that have been published, several things that have not been published, stuff for the website and for the blog that I have not released. And, as I argue with myself and I try to make the best claims possible to, introduce my theories or my points of view on things, I will go back in, re-edit, and re-release these things. Some of these videos are from previous works, so, it's not about me as much as it is about knowing that there are people that were in similar situations to mine that are looking for someone that maybe can bridge the gap. It's easy to speak in a highfalutin language, the esoteric language that comes with the discipline. I could talk about phenomenology of the spirit or metaphysics or some of those things, but if you don't have a real world tangible way to grasp those concepts, it does no good to the average person. And I'm not out to reach academia. I know that my place in their hierarchy is very small. I have no standing inside that circle, but the barbershop crowd and maybe the crowd on the church stoop or some of those people that didn't get their education, I can bridge that gap to them. And the Ideology and Hip Hop series was an attempt to take some of those esoteric terms and relate them to people in a language and in a way they can understand. It's not about dumbing down the language and talking to people, but it's about the ability to code shift and talk a language that makes these things relatable to the people that you deal with and live with. So that's the mission of these videos. Once again, I want to say thank you for your support. This video maybe should have came first in the series, but there had been some questions on the website and on Twitter and the Thought Wrestler blog that people were asking these things. So I hope I addressed some of this and cleared it up, and thank you, and there'll be more videos coming soon. Peace.